Hi, and welcome to 3 Things in 3 Minutes. I'm Nersi, and we are here at GenCon, and we are going to hear about Swordcrafters, the game from Adam's Apple Games. We're going to hear from the designer, Adam Rehberg.
I'm Adam with Adam's Apple Games, and this is Swordcrafters. In Swordcrafters, you are building a literal 3-dimensional sword that you hold as you play. At the end of the game, you're scoring your sword. You're scoring points based on your sword. Length matters, 6 victory points for the longest sword. Quality matters, 2, 4, 6, 8 points for a sword with good quality, matching gems adjacent. And magic matters. If you, the most combined gem types, blue and orange, let's say for instance here, would score 8 points, the second most 4, the third most 2. How you play the game though is really an I cut you choose round, 6-round game. So you are making a slice in the grid of sword tiles. Everyone's slice must be vertical or horizontal, and you must split one group into 2 groups. So I made a slice here, split one into 2 groups. The second player would maybe makes a slice here, third player makes a slice, fourth player makes a slice here. Okay. Then I pick a group of tiles. Let's say I want to pick these tiles. They must all be slotted and crafted into my sword, okay? What am I looking for? I'm looking to match up sword tiles and extend my quality. That's great. Boom and boom. Now the most interesting part about the I cut you choose mechanic is the player that chooses this group with the forge tile will become the first player to cut and the first player to select next round, all right? And that will be returned to the grid. It does not go into your sword. After 6 rounds of play, the person with the best blade wins, and that is Swordcrafters by Adam's Apple Games.
So there are a few things I like about this game. For one, it is a very simple game. It's really pretty easy to get into, so it's easy to teach people because I think this game would appeal to a lot of casual gamers. Though the I cut you choose mechanic does have some really interesting strategic depth to it. And the other fun thing about the game is you get a sword, and just having that tactile feeling of an actual sword that you're creating is pretty fun, and that's actually a lot of the draw to this game. A few things to consider about the game. Those swords are pretty great, but they are still made out of cardboard, and even though it's thick cardboard, it's pretty fragile, so you have to fight your temptation to basically do a sword fight at the end of the game. Second of all, it is a simple game and a light game, so depending on your crowd, this will be a pretty casual game. And finally, the game does have an expansion available on release. The theme is pretty light, and the expansion you fight monsters basically by collecting gems. So just be aware that there is an expansion out if you want to have that additional piece to it. The game does work a little bit better with the expansion. It has some more options depending on how you feel about getting expansions for your games. So it is a light, simple, fun game that gives you a great tactile sword that you can play, and it does have some strategic depth to it. Thanks so much for watching.